What's up? What's up, y'all? What I want to talk about today is bouncing back. Look, you're gonna go through stuff in life where you're gonna let those mistakes kind of like pull you down, and I'll just speak from my own experience. Lately, I was working a job, right? I was working a job, a 9 to 5, which I didn't want to do, but I found a decent job. I recently left that job for a position in the entrepreneurial field that turned out to be bad, but I done left the job now. I done left the job, no 2-week notice, no nothing. Can't go back to the job, so I'm kind of stuck in this realm where I thought one situation was gonna be better than the other, and it has not. Okay, it's actually been tearing me down mentally that I made this mistake. But I know in life you're gonna make mistakes, and you can't let them like hold you down, or it can get real draining. It can get real taxing on your energy. And if you are watching this and you have experienced some type of mistake and you've been beating yourself up over and over and over again, look, that's really what the devil wants you to do. God would never want you to do that. Why would God want you to continue tearing yourself down over and over and over again? The best thing you can do is let it go. Start over, okay? Start over. Start your bounce back over. You've been in worse positions before. You've been in situations where you've been late on your rent, or you've been heartbroken. You have to start over. It's not the end of the world. And for me, I was in that situation with my wife. We wasn't doing too good. We wasn't doing too good in our relationship. And I said, man, the only way I'm gonna make that work is we gotta start over. We gotta start from scratch. Like, how can we rebuild? How can I rebuild as a person mentally? And for you, whoever's watching this, how can you rebuild? How can you bounce back? The number one thing you're gonna have to do is let that go. You gotta let that go. Whatever that is for you, you gotta let it go. Okay? You can't, definitely, you can't rewind time. You can't rewind time. So why are you holding on to something that you can't get back to? Write it down. I'm gonna start from here. I'm not gonna continue thinking about the old. I'm gonna start off new, brand new, almost as if you're reborn again. I know that sounds a little crazy, or it might sound a little childish, and I know you're not reborn again, but you got to redo your mind again. You understand me? You got to redo your mind again so you can get to the next level, so you can get to the new you. So think about that. Think about how you can bounce back. And the number one place you need to start at, it's the start. That's what's called starting. Start back over. This is how you're going to bounce back from your mistakes. This is how you're going to let go what you feel like been dragging you down, or whatever mistake that you can't go back and redo. You don't have to go back and redo it. You have to do something new. Okay? You might have to get a new job. I gotta get a new job. I gotta get a new job. That's just that's how it go. I gotta get a new job. And I don't know what your position is. You might be in a position where you have to start back over with your loved one. You might have to, baby, let's go on a date. Just a regular date. I don't want to do nothing else too crazy. Let's just go on a regular date, and that's what I had to do in my situation. Baby, let's just go on a regular date. We don't got to talk about all these problems over and over again. You did this, well, you did that, you did. Hey, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? All right? This your bounce back. But I hope this reach you will need to reach. And if it's just one person, man, that's fine with me. Of course, I'm trying to go crazy with this thing, but I can't go crazy with this thing when I'm going crazy in my mind. And you can't either. So whatever you got to do to bounce back or restart, do it.